Are there other planets elsewhere that there is life? And they don't know what it is, and we don't know what it is.
For years, astronomers had scoured the vast expanse of the universe, searching for any sign of extraterrestrial life or objects. They had dedicated their lives to this pursuit, poring over countless datasets and analysing every blip on their instruments in the hope of finding something, anything, that could hint at the existence of beings beyond our own planet. But as the years ticked by and no concrete evidence emerged, many began to lose hope. They wondered if they would ever find what they were searching for, or if their quest was nothing more than a fool's errand. Then, out of nowhere, something miraculous happened. 2 objects appeared on their instruments, hurtling through space at incredible speeds. These mysterious visitors sparked a frenzy of activity among astronomers and scientists around the world. SETI, NASA, and countless other organizations launched into action, determined to learn everything they could about these strange objects. What could they tell us about the universe beyond our own solar system? How had they come to be? And where had they originated from? These were just a few of the questions that needed to be answered. And as the objects hurtled through space, leaving a trail of wonder and excitement in their wake, one thing was certain: the search for extraterrestrial life was far from over. As the scientists and astronomers continued to study the first interstellar visitor, known as Oumuamua, they were stunned to learn that another object had been discovered hurtling through space. This time, the discovery was made by an amateur astronomer named Gennady Borisov, who observed the object from his personal observatory in Crimea. Upon first glance, Borisov knew that this object was unlike any that he had seen before. It was traveling in the opposite direction of the comets that typically inhabit the main asteroid belt surrounding the Sun, leading many to wonder about its origin. Was it of natural or artificial origin? Only further study and possibly even a journey to its home planet could provide the answers they sought. As the excitement and mystery surrounding these interstellar visitors continued to grow, it became even clearer. The search for extraterrestrial life was far from over, and with the discovery of these 2 objects, the possibility for what the universe may hold seemed endless. But the discovery of these 2 objects was just the beginning. As word of their arrival spread, more and more scientists and astronomers around the world became involved in the investigation. Eager to learn everything they could about these mysterious visitors, teams were formed and missions were planned, all with the goal of unlocking the secrets of these interstellar travelers and uncovering the truth about their origins. In 2013, astronomers made a stunning discovery: an asteroid belt surrounding the star Vega. This discovery suggested the possibility of extraterrestrial planets in the midst of these rocky bodies, and sparked excitement among scientists and astronomers around the world. One of these asteroids, known as Oumuamua, quickly gained attention for its unusual behavior. As NASA and other organizations tracked its movement through space, they noticed that it was traveling at a staggering 3 times the speed of Earth's orbit around the Sun. Despite their best efforts, they were only able to observe it for a brief 11 days before it became too small and dim to be seen. But even in that short amount of time, the scientists and astronomers studying Oumuamua were shocked by its behavior. They had anticipated that its orbit would be shaped like a hyperbola, with only gravitational forces acting upon it. But as they watched, they noticed something strange. It seemed to be accelerating, as if there were an unseen force pushing it forward. As Oumuamua zoomed past the Sun and made a sharp turn, it became clear that this was no ordinary asteroid. Its movements and behaviors were highly unnatural, leading many to wonder about its true nature. Was it of natural or artificial origin? And where had it come from, hurtling through the vast expanse of the universe at such incredible speeds? These were just a few of the questions that continued to plague the scientists and astronomers as they studied Oumuamua and the other interstellar visitor that had arrived in our solar system. Despite all that they had learned, there was still so much more to discover about these mysterious objects and the universe they called home. As scientists and astronomers continued to study the mysterious interstellar visitor known as Oumuamua, they were preoccupied with 2 main issues: its enigmatic acceleration away from the Sun and its peculiar shape. These 2 factors sparked a flurry of speculation in scientific journals and media headlines, as people tried to come up with theories to explain this bizarre object. Despite the best efforts of organizations like NASA, it became clear that no one really knew what Oumuamua was. Was it an asteroid, a comet, something else entirely? Theories abounded, but no one could say for sure. Finally, Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb stepped forward with a bold theory. Perhaps Oumuamua was an artificial structure created by an intelligent alien civilization. It was a theory that many had been thinking, but no one had dared to say aloud. As Oumuamua reached its closest point to the Sun and began hurtling out of our solar system at an incredible speed of approximately 95,000 kilometers per second, it became clear that this was no ordinary object. Its behavior was highly unlikely for a naturally occurring comet, and its smooth, steady acceleration was extremely puzzling. On October 7, 2017, Oumuamua was on its way to the Pegasus constellation, en route to an unknown destination. As it disappeared into the vast expanse of the universe, scientists and astronomers were left to wonder, what was this strange object, and where had it come from? The search for answers continued. With the technology available at the time, it was impossible to get a close-up photograph of Oumuamua, leaving scientists and astronomers to rely on the data they had collected. But even this data was puzzling, leaving many to wonder about the true nature of this strange object. Now, a new study suggests that Oumuamua could be an extraterrestrial spacecraft with a light sail, which would explain many of its peculiar characteristics. Initially classified as a comet, Oumuamua was later reclassified as an asteroid after observations failed to reveal a tail or comma, typical features of comets. The very discovery of Oumuamua was unusual in itself. Our solar system does not typically produce debris of this type, leading many to believe that it must have come from somewhere else in the universe. In an effort to learn more about Oumuamua, scientists have used powerful telescopes like the Green Bank Telescope in West Virginia and the Allen Telescope Array in Northern California to listen for any potential signals that might offer clues about its origin. As the search for answers continues, one thing is certain: Oumuamua has sparked a renewed sense of wonder and excitement about the possibilities of extraterrestrial life and the universe beyond our own. As scientists and astronomers continue to study the mysterious interstellar objects that have visited our solar system, they have made some intriguing discoveries. One of these objects, known as 2I Borisov, has been confirmed as the first ever interstellar comet. Unlike its comet companion Oumuamua, 2I Borisov was significantly easier to decipher. It was composed of a mixture of water, dust and carbon monoxide, similar to comets found at the periphery of our own solar system. It also had a visible tail and behaved in a way that was more or less what scientists had anticipated. But despite these similarities, 2I Borisov only serves to make Oumuamua seem even stranger by comparison. It is believed to have originated from an ancient solar system, orbiting a red dwarf star, the dimmest and most common type of star in the galaxy. Based on its speed and trajectory, one team of international scientists has even hypothesized that it may have originated near the white dwarf star Ross 573, located approximately 629 trillion miles from the Sun. As for Oumuamua, its true nature remains a mystery. While it is not definitely known to be an alien spacecraft, some have suggested that it could be a cleverly designed vessel sent to spy on us from an advanced alien civilization. Whatever the truth may be, it is clear that these interstellar visitors have sparked a renewed sense of wonder and excitement about the possibilities of the universe and the potential for extraterrestrial life.